What's going on, guys? This is the Out of the Park podcast. I got two special guests here today. You guys can introduce yourselves.
So my name is Raul III, catcher, first baseman, currently playing at the Carolina Yankees. Played at Monmouth College and St. Xavier University.
What's up? I'm Roman. Just graduated. I'm an outfielder from Albright College. Also playing with Raul with the Carolina Yankees. So
Can we just start off by acknowledging that it took how long to get Roman on this podcast? And we've lived together for a week in North Carolina now. And
since your sophomore year, maybe?
yeah, I think it was sophomore year.
Yeah.
Man.
How honored are you?
Oh, it's a pleasure. I mean, just hearing all the backstories of trying to get Roman on this and finally have him on here, and especially the one I'm on, man, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I didn't know my life was that interesting, but I feel like a celebrity now.
Dude, everyone wanted you on here.
Yeah, everybody?
Yeah, no, a lot of people asked, they wanted Roman Beretta on this.
Okay.
Like, I met you Monday, and as soon as he mentioned the podcast, I'm like, we got to get Roman on. So you're the first person in my mind.
It's because he's getting signed right away.
Yeah.
This guy's going pro in the next couple weeks.
Well, he's already pro.
All right, he's gonna get signed. He's gonna get moved up to the MLB soon.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You never know.
Never know,
Yeah,
man.
Man can dream.
One set of eyeballs is all it takes.
So, how about we start off with how was you guys' college careers? Because I know both of you just graduated.
Yeah, Roman can take it.
I thought it was pretty fun. I mean, we got better each year, so that was pretty good. I mean, we started off my freshman year. It was it was kind of wild because I couldn't really tell how competitive it was gonna be because we just kept losing, and we had one win, and it was just every team seemed to be better than us, and then we had such a small roster, so I wasn't sure if that was normal at each level, and then once the freshman year ended and we got the change of coach and everything, Coach Perry came in, and then you got an idea as to really what's in store. And I think we got a little more wins. We still were below 500, but my sophomore year, which was
You got the best freshman class in the nation.
And yeah, right. And then we got more wins, and we were kind of able to see we're definitely making strides in the right direction. So it was definitely motivating to keep going.
What about the accolades? What accolades did you get during your college career? I know you got recognized at the Reading Phillies. What?
Yeah, well, I didn't really get any till my senior year because that was kind of I guess my best season stat-wise. I reached 100 hits. I thought that was pretty cool. And then, what else? Yeah, I got awarded team MVP and then first team all-conference. So
Awesome, that's legit.
it was pretty fun. Yeah, but shout out to the other guys. They all got honorable mentions: Declan, Jack, Nick, Pat.
Tweak.
Christian. Yeah, Tweak. And that was it. Was that all of them? I think that was all of them.
I think that was it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing anyone. Hopefully we're not missing anyone.
No, I think that was all of them. But it was pretty fun. It was good. It was good time. No regrets. So, yeah, can't complain.
So why did you pick Albright?
I picked Albright. I honestly... Oh, you know what it was? Coach Yeager was he actually came out to watch me. I remember that at one of the practices. There was actually the field we played Rosemont at, Devon Prep. My club team actually played there, practiced there and played there. And he came out to a practice right when COVID was kind of ending. We were practicing, and yeah, it was the summer going into my senior year. And from then on, I was kind of just in touch with him. My club coach knew him and was yeah, I got a guy. He's a two-way. I think he might be a good fit for your program. And he came out and watched me. He didn't really say much to me at the practice, actually. He kind of just stood there and always was watching me. I was kind of nervous. I didn't really know what the fuck was going on, but
Two-way Roman.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
You didn't pitch at all in college?
Oh, I did. You can look at those stats. That's a high-ass ERA.
What were you sitting at?
I didn't give up any career home runs, which is nice.
Okay.
Probably because I didn't throw enough innings, but
That's a good stat to have in college, though.
yeah,
No career home
the
runs.
walks were
Okay.
I was such a rudimentary pitcher. It was get this. I mean, you're a catcher. It was just throw the sign down for me, and that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted okay, I'm throwing a fastball.
Okay.
I couldn't hold runners on. It was
Okay.
too much for me to process. I couldn't.
Well,
I couldn't do it. So
You're primarily what? A position guy?
yeah, outfield.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
pretty much.
Doesn't really take much brains to play that position. But yeah, it was. I didn't pitch long for a reason. Yeah.
Could have been Shohei Ohtani, but chose not to.
I mean, I didn't throw a 90, so
Could have worked up to it.
I
There's
could
always
have.
room for
But
improvements.
I don't know. Pitching, it just stressed me the hell out. I don't know why. I just couldn't stay calm like I did in the box. Like hitting, I don't know, whatever reason, I can just step in the box and just think like, if it looks hittable, I'm just gonna swing.
It's a good mentality to have.
Yeah. Well, it couldn't translate to pitching, which is like, let's throw strikes, and that was typically a hard task for me. So we stopped that pretty quick.
A lot of career walks.
Yeah, I have 2 career strikeouts. I do. I actually I don't know how a college baseball player actually struck out to me, but
How many innings?
oh god, I don't even know. I think it was like, it's got to be less than 7.
I was gonna say because you didn't pitch at all my freshman year. You were just outfield.
No, that yeah.
DH.
Well, yeah. So your freshman year, like that fall season, it was Coach Barry came in and it was like the new coach, and he's like, yeah, I'll let all the returners like do what they normally were doing. Hayden was still hitting.
Yeah.
And I was pitching. I got some in the scrimmages. Like he's like, I'll give you the fall. Yeah, we'll do it. And then after the fall season ended, we had the exit meeting, and he was like, yeah, you did really well. You're swinging it well. You had like more extra base hits than you did singles when he was talking about the fall. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah. And then he was before I didn't mean to cut you off, but no offense, pitching, no, we're done with that. And I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, I just think you'll contribute better if you just be a position player. Yeah. No more two-waying for you. And I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool, actually, because I don't want to do this anymore. So,
the funniest thing I remember is like throughout the college process, like when I was about to commit to Albright, you know who the first guy to follow me on Instagram was from the team?
Had to be Roman.
It was
it
It was
really?
Roman. You were the first
I
guy.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a crazy thing I remember the other days. I mean, looking at you on your Instagram, I was like, all right, this kid's gonna be. You just gave like the vibe on your Instagram and stuff. I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna be a complete like
a dickhead.
Yeah, pretty
really?
much.
I'm like the least intimidating person.
And
on
then
the team.
I will say, the first time we walked into the baseball house, you were the first person we saw. You're standing there in a wife beater. I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna like beat the crap out of all of us.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that it was the complete opposite.
Yeah, I didn't give it. I didn't really
You just like gave those vibes. I don't know. It was very strong first impression in a wife beater.
5'9", 180. I didn't really
Italian man in a wife beater.
Like,
Yeah, I walk in. I walk in. He's got a wife beater on. He's got the chains dangling down. I was like, yeah, this kid's.
He's even got the
Whoops.
Italian horn. He's made.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't know. How many of you showed up that night? That first, it was like
pretty
all
much
of you.
our whole freshman class minus
Yeah, it was
like
all
one or
of you.
two.
And then I don't know. I was just scouting about, seeing what the hell the next wave of Albright Lions is. I was like, all right. Well.
And then we heard a specific voice yell, and I was like, all right, maybe this kid isn't the worst on the team. It was Lenny that yelled first.
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right, well now we
He
found the
was-
real guy. But I mean, overall,
Yeah.
it was definitely. I will say, that first year was probably my favorite year. I feel like
Yeah,
we
it
were
was
so
pretty
tight
fun.
as a team.
It was pretty fun. I mean, record-wise, no, we should have done better. But granted, it was like new coach and everything. So
26 guys on a college roster.
yeah, we had a small roster still, but like, yeah, no, because we had the house. It was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
We
Definitely,
all kind of like got along.
It was
and
so
then-
much easier to have that team chemistry
Yeah.
when
Oh,
we're able to
definitely.
hang out at a
Yeah,
house and everything like that.
yeah, it was cool. It was
Yeah.
definitely fun.
I missed that year. All right, so let's talk about your college career.
So yeah, getting recruited. I made a video, got sent out to a whole bunch of colleges. Within 2 days, I got a email from Addison Rouse at Salem University, where he was the head coach at the time. So I committed pretty early on my junior year. Didn't really explore much. So my recruiting process was literally a month before I got
Damn.
committed. So I always believed in, if he's gonna give me my first chance, I'm gonna give him my word, because I don't like. Other schools could have been out there, or kept reaching out, but I felt like that was the guy I deserved my decision to go to him, especially very early on. And I think he told me at that time, too, I was, one of his first junior commits at that school.
Wow.
So, kind of an honor to have that with him. So, played my junior season. COVID came around my senior year, which was 2020 when I graduated high school, and COVID happened. So, I'm still getting ready to go for fall ball. the week before I leave to Salem, West Virginia, I get a phone call at 10:30 at night from Addison Rouse. And he goes, "Hey, so I got a head coaching job at St. Xavier University, and I want you to come with me, and you could stay at Salem, or you could go with me to St. Xavier." And I was like, I don't know how many guys at that time were gonna leave with him or not, but I didn't know the assistant coach at the time at Salem, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with you." Right. So it kind of like changed my whole plan. Like my truck was ready, like trucks were getting shipped to me to like ship my truck up to West Virginia, and we had to reorganize that and put my parents through a whirlwind within like the last, within that week, and like applying to a new school and stuff like that, and like credits and all that stuff for like academics and so all the good stuff. So played there, played for a first year there, got some starts, but really good competition throughout. I think the guy ahead of me, his name was Evan Orzik, which he was a stud my freshman year, and it was a good guy to learn from. Very calm guy too, so it's like something you actually like look at. But he was a freshman, so he was like a year older than me, but he was still considered a freshman with reclass stuff. And so I was like, there's not really much room to like keep growing here. So, and I just wanted to play, right? So my biggest thing was I want to play, like, no harm done. So I had my exit meeting with Addison Rouse. I told him, hey, like, I just want to go play somewhere. I'm like, I love the team. I love the vibe. I love what St. Xavier was all about. But if I'm not going to be playing here, like, as an everyday guy, I'd rather just go somewhere else and,
See the field, yeah.
see the field, because that's what I want to do, right? Like, I think I only had 39 plate appearances my freshman year.
Okay.
And I think I started 9, I believe, games. So not bad for like a true freshman on that roster, where it was St. Xavier was a little bit of an older, like everybody was a little bit like an older, like it was an older team, but great connections. It was great vibes. I mean, I met Julian Vargas there, who's playing in the United Shores Baseball League now, and Evan Orzik did play for the Julian Slammers. So, right, it was pretty good competition for me there, and learn, and like really kept me pushing and like understand what college baseball is all about, what you have to be the guy that's gonna stick out from the rest of. I think we had like 52 guys on that roster.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's like you really got to learn like what it takes to eat, to like study, like eat, study, practice, train. I mean, everything you got to do. And then my brother at that time was already playing at Monmouth College. So he told me, well, you could come here, and I think you could play here. I think you could earn your spot here, and decided to do that. I went to go visit him after my exit meeting with, and I told him I was already leaving. And I went to go play golf, actually, at Bob Gibson Golf Course out in Monmouth College. And what a coincidence that day, it's raining, and we have to go back into the clubhouse. We're only playing 9. And then who's in there is me and my brother and his roommate at the time, Nick Corman. And then the table right across from us is my future head coach, Alan Paterni, future pitching coach, Neil McConney, and assistant coach is Ron Nelson.
Wow.
So kind of a crazy whirlwind of events. I mean, I talked to Paterni there, and then I remember wise words from Nelly. He was like, yeah, I'll see you in the fall. And I know I kept playing summer ball that year, and then I kept talking to, like, I know I got in reach with, like, LaGrange College out in Georgia, but I decided just to go to Monmouth and join my brother, and I thought, you know, there's a lot more opportunity there. And
so you got to play with your brother?
Yeah, I got to play with my brother.
Sick.
Pretty cool.
So he's like my adopted brother, not like my.
Okay.
We don't have the same last name, but
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, his name's Christian Centeno, by the way. So shout out him. He got me to Monmouth College. If someone's gonna take the credit for that, it's got to be him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then, so I went there my sophomore year. Different group of guys, right? Completely. You know, I think the guys from Chicago were like more like blue collar workers and like really like stick guys. But you know, same thing with the group of guys. I think I went with my sophomore year, kind of the same vibe. But I will say, like, over the years since my sophomore year to my 5th year, I think that culture has completely changed. And like my 5th year was the cap year of like we brought back what Monmouth culture was like, and from 2017 to like 2019, where they were in conference tournament every year. And I think our conference is tough. Like, you got 9 teams, only 4 make it, top 4. So it's kind of like competitive in a sense, because it's like,
yeah, ours is the top 4 that make it.
Yeah, so it's like you got to win every series damn near to make the tournament, and like like split, like there's no splits of series, so like tiebreakers are very important to earn there too. So yeah, I mean, I could talk about my last year there, what we did to bring back the culture. I mean, it was awesome. Me and my buddy Tyler Sears, but you know, we we kept missing. Like we got closer and closer to the conference tournament. My senior year, I think we got out of it. We missed it because of a tiebreaker for the fourth place spot because we lost a
Wow.
series to Grinnell.
Oh.
So we got to miss that. Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. But you know, got to keep working. And I remember that beginning of the year before the season started, my coach goes, "Hey, you're gonna come back for your fifth year," and I go, "You know what, man? I miss college ball because I got to experience it with St. Xavier. We were
Yeah.
runner up in the CCAC, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I miss college playoff atmosphere. I want to do it. Like I want to be a part of the group of 9 other seniors that bring us back into college play and be competitive every year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sure.
and it was crazy because in short terms, we were projected 7th in the conference that year. We went to conference tournament. I mean, it's double elimination. We won the first 2 games, and unfortunately, we got swept the next day to win. We lost back-to-back games to lose the championship. But finishing second and projected 7th, I mean, people were like, "You guys weren't even supposed to be there."
Mm-hmm.
And man, we made
That's
it.
a shocker. Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Definitely
Sure.
the best feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, even for us, like we are always projected last. And the last 2 years we haven't even finished last.
No, I mean, I think the other teams in the conference are definitely starting to, I think, take us more seriously.
yeah.
So
I mean, our teams. I mean, this past year especially, our team was legit.
yeah,
But it's great. It's great
Mhm.
that
I
you
think
guys at least
every
made it.
Yeah, I mean,
every starter on our roster was like batting over 300. I think.
Yeah, I mean, we led our whole conference in batting average.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Our offense was definitely our bright spot. I mean, our pitching was pretty good too. It was just,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but so what kind of accolades did you get?
Home run king, RBI king. I think I'm up there for total bases. I think I took that one.
God damn.
And
Dang.
yeah, so this and then first team all conference my 5th year. So I definitely made my 5th year count the most out of all years. But that's like a process with
Got to go out on a high note.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give all thanks to like a lot of guys like Grant Myers, Mike Dato, but especially like Coach Paterni. So like my coach at that time, he played in the Petco leagues.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I mean, just solid dude. He knows what it takes. I mean, he was pretty rough on me more than anybody else a lot, but you know, he pushed me to the guy that I am to be like maturity wise and like just being the ball player I am, like, you know, approach and stuff like that. And like, I think there was one time where I not in a slump, but like kind of like just kind of floating by, but like, you know, I could always do better.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, like, and everybody was like, why is he mad at you? Or like, why is he like getting so frustrated with you? Like, you're doing okay. Like, you're batting above 300. And I go, yeah, but he knows what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
Like
doing
there's a
it.
standard.
There's
and
a standard to
for
him.
you, and it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I think before this season started, he was like, you know, you look up at 250, and then my junior year, I went 305, and then 307 my senior year.
Dang.
So, like, I went crazy. Like, my home runs my sophomore and junior year were 4 and 4. Senior year, I went up to 7 for the first time. That was, like, the biggest, like, boom of that. And then I remember him putting me in. He's like, I was ready to go. I think we were, like, a week away from, like, first games out in Indiana. And then he goes, man, I need you to be what you want to be. I mean, it was a serious conversation. He goes, you know, I had just talked to Omar Wright, and I think that like, you know, he was kind of right about it. You know, I was kind of getting in my head, like, oh, like, you know, I already got a contract signed, like, to keep playing, and like, you know, I was kind of getting last days go every once in a while, and you know, he kind of set me down there, and he was like, man, if that's what you want, fine, settle here. That's not what you want to be remembered as, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So he goes, when are we gonna get the Raul that goes 350, 10 plus bombs, and 50 plus RBIs? Well,
Dang.
I did it this year for him,
There you go.
and we pushed our offense like crazy. I mean, so hitting 4-hole. I mean, in my conference, I mean, I did it for the 4 years. It was not an easy spot because I showed you guys like synergy and all that stuff every team has, and it's like they could pick you apart. Like, if you start slumping on one thing, man, you're not gonna stop seeing that. Like, if you can't hit a slider away, you're not gonna stop getting a slider away. Until you can't hit that ball
You
out
gotta
of the
prove
park,
them wrong.
yeah, you're not gonna stop getting it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy that you guys had that advanced of like analytics. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have like that. What's the app?
Synergy.
Yeah, we don't
I
have
never heard
that.
of that.
I've never heard of it until
So it's
he
pretty
talked
cool.
about it.
So it's like a view from like there's 2 views you could get from, so behind the pitcher out in center field or behind home plate. And like, I would give you an example. Like, we were gonna play against Lawrence University, right? And we knew their guy Santana was their number one guy. We're gonna see him Friday. Well, I could go Santana, filter, Maya Bats against him last year or 2 year, like the year before. See what he came at me with, and I could see his arm slot release and break point, and I could literally switch it out to like if I just want to see like just his fastball. Well, I could go to our whole lineup that he threw fastballs to and just watch on video on repeat of just how his fastball releases.
Wow.
Or like his timing with runners on, runners not on, and stuff like that. So that was pretty big, like for Coach Paterni for us to get that this year.
Wow.
Especially like
Yeah,
2 years before. So it's pretty
definitely
clutch.
benefits to that.
Yeah, a lot of benefits, I would say.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So what's it been like? Well, I guess what was your like what was it like playing in your first Carolina Yankees game?
Yeah, definitely. You know, graduated on Sunday, came down Monday, met you guys at practice. You know, I think I just caught a short pen. I didn't get to hit or anything, and then, well, I'm catching Tuesday, and my feet weren't under me. Definitely butterflies were kind of there. You know, I gotta like, you know, I still feel like to my whole team, like, you know, like I'm not like I feel like I still need to prove myself to you guys. Like I'm not.
I mean, nobody knew each other. Like,
Yeah,
that was the
nobody
other
knew
thing,
each
too.
other. Like you gotta, like to me, I kept telling myself like, you know, you gotta, don't overdo it, but like just do your thing and like prove that you could be there with these guys. So that's what I wanted to like do, and I don't know. It's up to you guys how you guys took it, but
No, I mean, I had the same mentality.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, I don't know anybody on this team.
Yeah.
You're in touch with the coach up until a certain point, and then it's like, oh, now I'm actually here. And then, you know, it's still considered the preseason, so our competition we're facing is kind of like all over the map a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, that first, I get what you're saying though. The first game is always, no matter how good you are or how good you think you are, like,
the
doesn't
butterflies
matter.
are still
Doesn't
there.
matter what team you play. Like you're gonna experience that, and then I don't know. I felt like once we got to like the third inning, I was like, oh, it's just another baseball game. And then like I just happened to be on a different field, wearing a different jersey in a different dugout. Like that's all it really was. And then I don't know how you guys feel, but like it's
Yeah, I mean, definitely like rocking a different. Like I mean, my school was red, white, and black.
oh
right?
I mean yeah. That's
So
pretty
it's
much
like
what
now
we
I'm
were,
wearing white and blue,
now
and it's just like it's like a different like. It shouldn't mean anything, but like I don't know. It's
Nah,
like,
it just feels weird.
it just
It's
feels
like the vibe.
weird.
Yeah.
Like the vibe was kind of thrown off a little bit, but like, I mean,
No, definitely.
Check it out. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And you guys both got hit. I mean, we've played 2 games so far. You guys have both each got hit 3 times?
3 times, yes. So we only
Yeah.
in 8
I don't
plate
know, I
appearances. We only have
New guys get
4
the ball
at-bats.
magnet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess. Yeah. We both. That's actually funny because the first game you had what? You had the 3 hit by pitches.
No, 2. So my
2.
first 2 pro at bats technically were hit by pitches.
Yeah, you had 2 hit by pitches, and then you went what, like 1 for 2 with the.
No, so I hit the sac fly after that,
Yeah.
and then I got a base hit up the middle.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. So 1 for 2 with
Yeah.
those. Yeah, and then I basically had the same game
Flipped.
flipped against the different. Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So me and Roman have kind of had the same game. Literally
Essentially.
just flipped.
Except I was for me it was 1 for 1
Yeah.
with 3 hit by pitches and a walk.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, what's going on? But yeah, no, that's funny. Those, I mean, hey, get it out now, so that way I know what it's like to get hit.
True.
I haven't got hit. I mean, our season I didn't get hit much. Junior year, yeah, junior
Yeah, you
year
got
I
hit a lot.
like, I got hit probably my junior year. I probably got hit like 10, 11 times. This senior year I only got hit like twice. So I haven't got hit since March, and now
Yeah.
here I am just eating 3 in one game. But
True. I mean, for me, a lot of like the game plan for me like was like they would come in on me, but it wasn't like very much. So
yeah,
I mean, I think it was more just like a flash thing more than coming in like to set the dominance in there.
yeah,
so
that's true.
I didn't get hit by a pitch that much in college.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean I crowd the plate, so I'm not
yeah.
surprised. I can't really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get mad. I do it to myself sometimes. It is what it is. But
I mean, now it's like they don't have game plans on any of us.
no, that's the other thing too.
It's so
I
much-
think we might have had that conversation. It was like, oh wait, they don't know anything about us. They're probably just gonna throw a fastball right down the middle. So
Yeah.
might as well just be on time for that. And then
Just work off it.
yeah, that's
So like I was telling him like I was like, man, I miss going like to my dugout and like you can see like okay like pitcher game 1 and you can see like his stat line right there in your dugout with the type of pitches and like the game notes. Like I miss having that. Now we're just get stretched out there, roll out there, and get
Yeah.
the timing right there and then.
yeah. At least to start the season, it was kind of just like because we both got here late, so it was like you're kind of just quickly transitioning and just.
We all pretty much we met the team the same day.
Yeah.
Like we were here
pretty much,
2 days before you, and we only
Yeah.
met the team the same time as you.
Yeah.
So we all
Yeah,
came
kind
into
of.
the same
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Played our first games together. We all got in. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how baseball can like bring us all together. I mean, like being from Miami, Florida, you guys from Pennsylvania, like
Mhm.
Yeah. For
now
sure.
we've been kicking it for the last couple of days, and it's been. I mean, I've been enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
had fun. Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, our team. We have so many different people from like Cali,
Yep.
New Mexico, Alabama. There's
Georgia,
a couple other. There's
Atlanta
a couple other
area.
states. Yeah.
Are you the only Florida one?
I think I am the only Florida one. Well, like
Okay.
hometown, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But
know there's a few
there's-
guys reporting later too.
Yeah, so there was a guy I saw from Rockford, Illinois, which is by Monmouth, but I don't know who. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never played against him, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how just this sport brought so many people from different states, and
Yeah.
and it just so happened that we live in the same apartment complex as you.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I mean, we did have we had like 4 options, and I think we
This-
were the only ones to pick this one out.
Which
I
is
don't-
kind of odd because I thought it was the most affordable one, I think out
Yeah.
of all of them. And
It definitely is. Everyone
guys are
else
like-
is talking about how
Yeah.
ours is so much more affordable than theirs.
I'm like, were you guys not offered that?
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't take it.
Well, I think
But-
they like we're a bigger group, so like the guys
Oh,
from
yeah.
Cali, they travel in 4, like
Yeah.
they live with 4.
Oh, that's true.
I know
Yeah.
like CJ. I think CJ lives on his own, but
Yeah.
Which one?
the first baseman.
No, he lives
Batty.
with Brian, I think.
Oh, he lives with Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batty and Brian.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
They're
gonna
like
be
six
that's
minutes
for a
down, they're
future
like 6 minutes
episode.
down the road.
Yeah,
They're in a
everyone
different
lives in
complex.
this like. The majority of our team lives in the general area.
And Grayson Sawyer and the other 2 guys.
They live like a couple
They're
minutes
off
down
the,
the road.
highway.
Ivan,
Like we're
yeah.
going towards that Planet
Planet
Fitness.
Fitness,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're over there. That's like 10 minutes
So
away.
like we're all within like 10 minutes. Now I'm not sure about some of the other guys that are on the team where they live.
Jordan's like now he's up towards like Raleigh.
Yeah, so is Jones. Jones is in Raleigh.
Yeah,
The
Very
other
far,
CJ.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
which
crazy
is-
that we're all just so spread out.
I mean,
I mean, that's
hey,
just how it
it's a-
goes,
yeah.
man.
It's part of the nature of the beast, I guess. You gotta be willing to make the travels.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna switch it up outside of baseball. So what do you guys like doing like just outside of baseball?
So like nothing baseball related.
No.
Okay, probably.
Like what do you just enjoy?
like hobbies basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Fishing is like my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fish?
Yeah.
Wow. I've known you for 4 years, and I did not. No, 3 years.
I've been so busy with baseball, I haven't been able to like
Dang.
But
I mean,
yes,
I know
do.
you talk about it a lot, but I never
No,
really
yeah.
knew you actually fished.
I mean, our first 3-hour trip, me and him were probably chatting it up for like the first hour just fishing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
we're just going back and forth talking about what we caught, but
that was a long, long trip.
that was
Just fishing. That's it.
Oh god.
I know you like cheesesteaks.
Yeah, that's my favorite food. I could probably eat that every day. That's probably unhealthy, but
What's your favorite cheesesteak spot?
D'Alessandro's? Yeah,
We've been there a couple of times.
What's the
Mhm.
best place in Philly?
D'Alessandro's.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, the pecking order for me is like D'Alessandro's will be my number one just because of like nostalgia. You gotta
Yeah.
go with the OG, and then like Angelo's in South Philly's good, and then there's one out by me. I'm like just north of the city, Lucatelli's, and then I think I'm trying to think of another one. Those will be like my top 3.
Lucatelli's, that's the one that we went to the one time? That's with
I
the
think it's up
sesame
there.
seed roll?
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
before we went to the Steelers-Eagles game?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not a Pat and Geno's type of guy?
No, that's just for like, tourists to go to. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, I've never...
I've had Geno's. I didn't like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had them, so I can't really say. You ever have a Philly cheesesteak?
I have, but Jersey
Yeah.
Mike's and a place out of mine called Subway just makes them.
Oh
but
man.
being from Pennsylvania, are you guys like big Rocky guys? Have you guys like?
I've watched
Yeah.
the movies. It's not...
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm all about it, but like, I mean, yeah, I know I grew up on the movies, but
Yeah.
like, I
Have
mean,
you ever ran the stairs?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I see. Like I have to do that.
yeah, I took our one friend there. I took Eddie there.
And you took us that one that we
Did
got.
you go there? Yeah, that's right.
Me, you, Xander, and Todd.
Oh yeah,
Was
yeah.
it?
It was Tyler, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Tyler.
Mhm.
Yeah, we all went together. You've never been there?
No, never been. I've been dying to go. I'm trying to go watch Bryce Harper at Citizens Bank.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the name of the stadium,
Mhm,
right? Yeah.
mhm,
I'm
yeah.
trying to go. I mean, twice that I've been to Miami Marlins game where the Phillies are playing, he's apparently had off days. I think he's.
Oh
part-
damn.
I don't know what he's doing in Miami that he needs to have an off day every time he goes, but
Wow.
It's kind of
They
weird.
always like I don't know. I feel like when they play the Marlins, it's always like they're like our kryptonite for some reason.
Yeah.
In the division, like
For
I don't
some
know. They
reason
could be last in the division, and like
Yeah.
they'll find a way to just like absolutely destroy the Phillies for no reason. Like it's unreal.
Oh, data, man. The scouting reports.
It gotta be.
Does different, man.
Who's there with Alcantara?
Yeah,
Sandy.
but he's
Yeah.
had that one good year, and now it's like
Yeah,
he's
he's
kind
been
I
of.
haven't checked. He's not
I
doing too
don't
hot?
think. I mean, he was injured.
Yeah.
Even when he was healthy, it didn't seem like he was like as
Yeah.
lethal as he was before.
So that's your team, the Marlins. You're the Marlins.
No, Boston Red Sox my team.
Jeez.
But I'm just
Wait.
like, yeah, Boston Red Sox fan.
You gotta explain that.
So I mean, since I was a little kid, my mom actually is a diehard Yankees fan. My whole
What the
mom's
hell?
side of the
That's
family.
worse. Wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's such an odd. I couldn't imagine
Red
that.
Sox and
when I was like,
Yankees.
yeah, when I
In
was
the
getting
same
into,
household?
yeah,
Yeah.
so when I was going into like baseball and stuff like that, I think my mom was trying to push Yankees too hard down me, and I just got, you know what, I like the Red Sox.
Okay.
And ever since I was a little kid, I loved Fenway Park. I think I've always had like night game.
Your mom was probably
posters.
hoping you chose like any other team.
Yeah, but
you're gonna
the
hate
Reds-
the-
well, I mean,
Wow.
I mean, there was a story when I was younger where she even took me behind home plate to Yankee Stadium, and she was like, she did not let
Like
me
a
wear
christening.
Yeah, she was like, you're not wearing any Red Sox gear, but she took me to a Yankees Red Sox game
Yeah.
at Yankee Stadium, and
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
I met Pedro Martinez behind the plate, so that was kind of awesome. I have a
Okay.
picture of him, but
Yeah.
even then, I was like, I just love
Just
my
not-
Red Sox.
Not vibing.
I mean, it was crazy because like I was like, I think I was like 12 or 13 at the time,
okay.
or whenever Mookie Betts was on the Red Sox. It was like his second year.
He was,
No, it was 2013, the year they won actually.
they won it in 2013.
In
Yeah.
2019.
Yep.
He was on the Mets.
He was there. He was. I think he came to the
Mets,
Dodgers.
what the fuck am I saying? Red Sox.
They won it in 2019.
No, 2018.
2018. I think that was
2018?
his last year there. No.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he left after the World
And then he
Series. I
went-
think.
yeah.
it was
and
like when
went
they
to
had Mike
Dodgers.
Napoli and all. So I was sitting behind home plate, and I think I had like 2 baseballs, and like all the Yankees guys were like out there. I mean, they just had their BP right, and no one was signing balls. I mean, nothing. And
Oh,
I was
damn.
like,
Yeah.
so I went to the other side of the Red Sox when they're coming out of stretch and throw, and I have pictures of Mike Napoli, Mookie Betts, Shane Victorino, David Ortiz.
Oh, that's sick.
like,
Jeez.
and like that's just a group of guys that like. And then I go to my mom like, you see, I'm wearing Yankee stuff, and these guys are still out here taking pictures, signing balls for me. Like, how can you not love these guys?
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Like-
miss Shane Victorino.
Yeah. And I mean,
When he was on
just
the
it was
Phillies.
a great
Yeah.
team to like fall in love with. I
Yeah.
mean, just the
Yeah.
culture.
So much.
Yeah, have you
history.
watched the new thing on Netflix about him?
Yes, love it. I actually like it.
I hate the Red Sox, but like I watched it and I'm like, this is actually kind of sick.
Yeah,
This
playing
is pretty
against
cool.
Tristan Casas too is kind of sick. Seeing him on there. So he played in American Heritage. I was at St. Brendan High School at the time.
How much older is he than you then?
I think he was 2 years old. I think he was 2018 that he graduated.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I was catching one of the games actually. My sophomore year. I will never forget the guy's name. Ryan Darter was pitching. And then I go fastball away. I think he was like, he was ahead in the count 2-0. I go fastball like outside of the zone, like we're walking this guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, no. And I go, okay, slider, backdoor, away. No. And I go, okay. Change up. Like I give the 4 fingers down. And then he goes, okay. I went to go block the ball because of how low it was. Dead center.
Wow.
No
Oh,
doubt
wow.
about it. No doubt about
You thought it was gonna be like spiked.
Yeah, no, I was
And he
was
just
like getting ready to go, and
absolutely
he
crushed
got
it.
down and he crushed
Damn.
it dead center. What's
Did he
crazy
golf
is
it or was it like just a?
no, he stayed
was
through
clean,
that thing and
yeah.
he took it to like more to right center, but he took it dead
I
center.
mean, that's
Wow.
why he's a pro. So.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he
it
gets
was kind of cool
paid
because
for a
Enrique
reason.
Bradfield was on that team too.
Oh
that
wow.
I can remember.
Okay.
So Enrique Bradfield was the leadoff, and then Gavin Casas, his brother, was playing outfield at that time.
Okay.
Stacked team.
Is
The other
it
team was stacked.
is Gavin younger? Is he?
Yeah, I think he's 2 years younger than Tristan. I know he played at Vandy, so
Oh, is he still? Do you know if he's still? in
I don't know
college
what
or
he's
not?
doing. I haven't kept up with that.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
mean, I
he'll
didn't know
probably-
these guys personally.
Yeah.
but
No,
like,
yeah, you're right. But I mean, you figure his brother's on the Red Sox will probably.
yeah,
He'll probably get
like,
up there eventually.
He has
yeah.
an opportunity out there.
Yeah,
100%.
that's pretty sick.
So seeing like all his like all the stuff that he does, like the sun tanning and all that stuff like that, that's all true. Like
He actually does that stuff.
Yeah, like he used to do.
Is that a routine? Like oh, so he's had that.
He's
been
had it
doing
for a long
since
time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But like it got bigger when he was in minor leagues. That's when he started doing it more.
Yeah.
But like I remember we had to drive an hour and a half up to American Heritage,
Uh huh.
and then we get there for BP, and I'm walking by a dugout and I don't see Tristan in there, and I'm like, "Where's the guy?" I mean, we're gonna go hit in the cages in the back, right? And then all of a sudden you just see him like just walking. I mean, just normal, like chill, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
man. And then like you look back into the stands, and you just see scouts
Oh,
everywhere
yeah,
at this
probably.
point. Because this is like,
That's
I think it was
wild.
like his junior year. No, his senior year at that time. So it's like all eyes are on this guy.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, it was kind of sick to play in an environment like that, right? And
sure.
especially with a guy that's like that too. So it's
Wow.
pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
I know I'm glazing him right now, but I mean, it's just
Sorry,
I mean, just like share the field with those type of athletes. Like, it, you know, you can only benefit from it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Whether they're on your team or not, I think it's pretty sick to just kind of, like, you might not even talk to them, but like you can like learn stuff from
too.
just being on the same field.
No, but it's like seeing like the same thing, like how he continued through high school. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, like he's a normal guy. I mean, he acts kind of funny, but that's just how he is. I mean, he's never changed. So
I thought the scene when Jaron Duran like truck broke down
yeah,
and like he's outside of Fenway and he just is like, Costa just comes up and just like he's like, you need a skateboard to get under there, and he's like, dude, what the, like my fucking truck's broken down. He's like, yeah, I'll call. You got like A or
Triple A.
Triple A. He's like, you got Triple A? No, all right. Hold the gate real quick. We'll get this car fixed in like a second. And we'll get him out of here. And he's like helping him out and stuff. And he's like, this guy's just like a normal dude.
yeah, like he's the most normal dude. Like he would not big league anybody either. That's the crazy thing. Like he will like obviously like what he said like about I'm not putting my hands in that thing.
Yeah.
That he'll do, but like other than that, like he won't big league anybody. That's kind of a good cool thing about him.
So this is probably my final question for both of you. What is like one piece of advice for people coming up, like younger kids that are playing baseball? Like what would you give as like the best life advice? Whether it's for baseball, life, whatever.
Oh, I would say definitely prioritize having fun first. I don't think I did enough of that when I was a kid. And I look back on it, and I think if I did it more, I think I would have, got better earlier. Like, I wouldn't have been a late bloomer.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I wouldn't have put so much pressure on myself. And I just think, like, it wouldn't have, like, sped up life. I think I would have been able to actually, like, just enjoy, like, what I'm doing and more so, you know? So I would say definitely have fun. Work hard, but, like, have fun doing it. You know, don't put pressure to, like, chase results. Like, they'll take care of itself. Just put the work in and have fun.
I think I was the opposite of you. I think I had, like, too much fun playing, and I didn't really work that much until, like, I genuinely think I didn't start working hard until my COVID hit my sophomore year, so I didn't start working hard till that year.
Yeah,
and I actually took baseball seriously.
I was just too like, I think it was because the athletic side of my family was like on my dad's, so like he was always like hard on me and my brother, and like, which I mean, it's a good thing, but even he admitted, he's like, I think I was like too hard on you and Dom when you were growing up, and I was, you know, like I just became like super competitive for the wrong reasons. Like being competitive is good, but I was like, I was worried about what he was doing. He made a good play. No, I want to make one better. I need to do this, that, and it's like, all right, just like you're fucking 11 years old, dude. Just like just chill out, bud.
Yeah.
You're all gonna get ice cream at the end of the game. Like just relax. And so I would say have fun, you know, work hard, like, you know, learn the game, whatever your sport is, or not even sports, just in life, and then it'll take care of itself. Trust the process.
What's your piece of advice?
Really enjoy all the moments growing up. I think me and Rome could speak on this, and you too. I mean, once your career is like, you know, you're getting towards the end of it, or like, I think right after college, right? Like now we're like, we don't know when's the day we're gonna hang up our spikes. We don't know.
Everything's unpredictable now.
And everything is unpredictable right now. Like looking back at it, like, man, like those college days, enjoy. Like, I wish there was a way that I could go back in time and tell myself, like, man, you gotta enjoy these moments way more. Like even in like T-ball, like I mean, obviously T-ball, you don't have a memory, but like coach pitch, like kid pitch,
Sure. Yeah.
like travel ball, like especially travel ball too. Like, man, like it's competitive. Like you should always play hard, but man, you gotta learn how to enjoy those times a lot. And just start enjoying this, because when you start enjoying the game more, things will come more naturally to you.
Yeah. Oh,
So
for sure.
like that was like a biggest thing I learned my 5th year was like, man, don't worry about the numbers, like what you said. Like, don't worry about this and that. Like, just play to win, and just be the dog that you can be, and sit it out there, and it will come naturally. You just gotta let it go, and
you can't force it.
You can't force it.
Definitely.
if you try to force something that's not there, it's not gonna happen. And especially in baseball and a game of failure.
Oh yeah.
It won't come around when you're trying to force it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Is it crazy that I've never played travel ball?
that is crazy. I thought you would have played travel.
No,
I was shocked when you told me that too.
I've like only played like the local leagues, and then I'd play in the spring, and then after the spring, like, I mean, I played basketball a little, but after that,
You're like summer vacation. Let's
yeah,
go.
like I didn't play
baseball
summer
for a calendar year.
I think the first time I played summer baseball was my going into my senior year of high school.
Oh,
That was the first time I played summer baseball.
Oh wow.
I never did any of that stuff. Like, my parents gave me the option, but like at the point I was just like, yeah, like baseball's fun. I don't know, like I don't know if I necessarily want to play in the summer. So then I'd still like throw and like hit and whatever, but yeah, I didn't play in a formal league until after my junior year of high school.
Oh wow.
That's wild.
No, I played every summer.
Yeah,
Wow. I
same.
played every
It was,
summer.
yeah. I look back and I'm like, I don't know how I.
Survived this long and
Yeah.
how the elbow and shoulder is still holding in there.
Yeah,
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, credit to my parents for even like putting up with all that shit. But like it was.
100%. Like just the financial burden of like
Oh
our
my
parents.
god, the game's more like, and it's only been, what, maybe 10 years since we were in that environment.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more, and the prices of things are just
They're so bad.
Is
for
it
gloves and bats and everything now.
Is it me
Yeah.
or like summer ball? Okay, so like I remember like when I was in high school, like I played for elite squad, so like it was like straight competitive. Like,
Yeah.
it was like none of this like social media stuff going on right now. Like the Pottstown University or like the Easton Army dub bats are going crazy. Like,
Oh, okay.
and like
yeah.
now when I watch like travel ball or like stuff like that, summer tournaments and like all these social media
It's like a
things,
fashion show.
yeah, it's like, what would have happened if like I would have probably had that, or like Roman would have probably had that, like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, how different like could our social media be, or stuff like that?
Definitely. I mean,
Social
I
media
mean,
is a
times
big
changes,
part.
right? Baseball changes
Yeah.
all the time,
for sure.
but
That's crazy.
stuff like that, like I think like that Pottstown thing is like, man, that's probably the greatest thing they could have brought to 12U, because it's also like what we just talked about, like it's making those kids enjoy it and remember it for the rest of their lives.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
And it's like those are things kids are never gonna forget. Like you could ask me about like, oh, do you remember this one summer game in 15U for elite squad? And I'll be like,
Probably not.
probably not. But I bet you those kids will tell you everything that happened.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
game
they just
10
they
years
just
from now.
scroll.
Yeah, they just gotta
it's
go
actually right
back on
there.
YouTube and just watch it. But I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I met a lot of great guys and a lot of great competition there, and it was fun playing with them. But I mean, I wish that we could be 15 again, playing in those like
100%.
WWBA with all that social media stuff.
Not a care in the world.
Yeah,
You just shut up and played.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because with the way those things worked, like it was like, well, your team got put in a pool 4, right? And like you just gotta win your pool. But I mean, it was pretty fun in general.
Yeah. Guys have any last words?
No.
Keep working hard.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right, I just want to thank both of you for coming on. This was great. This is another episode of the Out of the Park podcast. Both of their social medias will be somewhere on the screen or in the description. Give them a follow. Continue to follow their journeys as they make it up through pro ball and hopefully to the MLB at some point.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah,
We'll
thank
see.
you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.